And now, let's talk tech talk.
Well, hello everyone, and well, that's a good start. The camera's messed up and I can't see you, Jen.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, well, that's a really good start.
Yeah, just leave it there. You're the better looking one anyway.
Exactly. So there's always something in there.
So you agreed with me.
working until we went live. So
and now it's wonky.
Yeah, it's one thing after another. Right, here we go. So Dan's saying already, evening all loud and clear. See you next Friday. Yes, so obviously that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So we're going to make it a quick and simple one. If you've got any questions, you want to know anything, we'll do our best to answer. So obviously this show, we're going to be talking about TechMax. There's a QR code on the screen now if you want to scan it, if you want to get yourself a ticket. The tickets what are available, there are free tickets, as well as a day and evening ticket. I think there's 3 left of those. We issued some more onto the website last night.
Of course, they could be gone, and we just don't know it.
Yeah, they could have updated already. So if you do need an evening ticket, they are there. So we've got Richard Creedy and Dan, obviously, on there saying evening. Yep, loud and clear. Looking forward to the free bar as well. Dan, you looking forward to a free bar?
Not Dan.
About that.
Not Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
Would it be Guinness on the mind?
Yeah, probably. No, knowing Dan, it's definitely Guinness. There we go.
Knowing Jenny, it's Guinness.
Yeah, to be honest. We got Ali Cook, so I'm presuming that's Alison and not a different Ali.
Mrs. C.
Yeah, and saying, hi, everyone. Woo, the countdown is on. So there we go. So, we're getting more coming. We got Gadget Joe. It's not a show without Gadget Joe watching, is it?
No, it's not. So, I like having him on here. He spices things up.
That's it. I hope you're doing well, Gadget Joe. He says, got everything ready for the big day, currently nourishing major man flu and chest infection, so willing it out of the way quickly. That's it.
Don't bring that stuff to me, Joe. I've got enough problems.
There we go. There we go. So, there'll be soft drinks for you as well, Rich, as well as, anyone who wants shots and stuff like that for the evening. Yeah. That's obviously for the evening meals and so forth. In the daytime, obviously, the bar's open as usual. Right.
It's a paid for bar.
Within the daytime. So, but there we go. Right. Let's get on to the main bit. So, if you guys don't know, this is a live show where we discuss different ways to help your IT business grow. Today, we're talking about TechMax, which is on Friday next week. That's the 21st of June. My name's Phil Griffiths.
I'm the boss.
The boss.
Everybody knows me.
There we go. So we've got Mark watching as well from RCS or Rayleigh Computer Store. So good to have you watching. Mark and also Rich, who's commented on there, will be taking part actually at TechMax. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. And if anyone is having Facebook issues, you can't view us, I have put the links on there to watch on YouTube and LinkedIn and all that and the other. But then again, if you are having issues on Facebook, you probably can't hear me anyway because you can't see it on Facebook. So it's there anyway.
Should I do BSL?
Yeah, British Sign Language. Yeah, that should sort it out. So, right. Okay, let's get on to the main thing then. So we'll go through all the exhibitors and everything like that, all the bits and bobs we've got. First of all, before we talk about TechMax, one little thing first. Some of you may follow us on YouTube. You'll notice the numbers at a very interesting number at the moment, the amount of subscribers. Let me just put the screen on so you can all see exactly how many is on. And hopefully this works. There we go. So on YouTube, we are on 99,797, if I could read numbers.
Babe, we are moving up.
Basically, 99,797 subscribers. So I have a feeling that the current growth rate, probably 2-3 o'clock in the morning, we'll be hitting that big 100K subscribers on YouTube. So that's interesting.
I reckon it's all those American ladies tuning in to see the good-looking man that reviews those products, you know.
Yeah, and then they can't find Gadget Joe and they find me instead. There you go. That's how it goes. So we've got Jason also watching from Proactive IT Services. Looking forward to seeing you all next week. We're looking forward to seeing you as well. I hope I have a chance to talk to everyone, but I have a feeling I won't be able to speak to everyone. So
I'm going to do the old college try, as I say.
Do the best we can. So, right, let's get on to TechMax. So before we check out the website, look at all the new exhibitors. Here's some things that will be going off. So let me just put this on the screen. Let's hope it works. It probably won't. So let me put it on the screen here. Here we go. There's a little ticker on the bottom of the screen. That's information about just one of the prizes that will be available at TechMax. It's worth $1.5 grand. It's been donated by Origin or Origin.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one. I was going to say software, though. It's not Origin software, is it?
No.
Origin Storage, if you want to know them as that, but this is more to do with the gaming side of stuff they do. Mainly, obviously, the Lexar, the Thermaltake products in there as well. What other parts are in there? So we do have a list here. So the Thermaltake.
I know 3D is your graphics card.
That was it.
Or I'm not sure which.
Yeah,
I know Inno.
Yeah, Inno 3D was the Lexar, the Thermaltake with the power supply and the case and the cooler. So yeah, definitely some good parts in there, and that's up for grabs. Some prizes at the event will be done directly on the stall or the stand or the exhibition area where the actual companies standing. So, for example, Origin, if you want to be entered in for this, you'll need to go to their stand to be entered. But we will be doing prize giveaways at the end of the day, as well at roughly around about 4:30, which we'll go through a little bit more in a few seconds. We do have another picture of that.
And I must say, that's a beautiful build. Whoever built it up was meticulous with their tidying of it. They took time and effort and made it look really nice.
I don't know if it was a team at Origin who did it. I know Adam, who's at Thermaltake, is good at doing nice builds, so it could potentially have been him. You never know. It could have been Russell from Lexar.
It could have been Hitz himself.
You never know. Russell's watching, so Russell might actually know who actually built it. Obviously, Lexar's supplying the RAM and the SSD inside the NVMe SSD, and I must admit, I do like the Lexar products because we've reviewed quite a few of them, to be honest with you. It's definitely a good choice. Also, going on to the next part, before we go any further, we've also got a gaming rig set up at the venue, or there will be, should I say. So we've got a race car simulator. Again, this will be for prizes, so you'll do best lap, wins. This is being supplied by Case King, so obviously you'll need to win a prize. Basically, it's as simple as that.
I'm just going to put it out there for you. Once I get to it, no one else will be able to get to it. I'll be there the rest of the day. I mean, I love stuff like this.
Yeah.
This is my playground right here. This is what I used to do growing up on the arcade games and everything. Was the racing games like pole position and stuff. Oh man, I absolutely love that. So
yeah. I must admit, I used to love playing them. I used to play the original F1 Grand Prix.
Yep.
The original one. That must have been on. If Ben's watching, he'll get excited. It must have been on the Amiga. Unless it was on the BBC, but I don't think it was. I think it was the Amiga first one. But there we go. So Gadget Joe says he's got a big question.
Okay, what's the big question? Regarding driver sim setup, is it big person friendly? Well, I'm going to tell you the way that someone told me that I was reviewing for one time. We were reviewing this AK Racing desk, and I called and asked what was the weight limit on the desk because my computer rig was pretty heavy. And they said, well, we don't know precisely, but we had 3 big fat guys sit on it in the warehouse, and well, they're pretty big, and it held up under them. So that's the kind of answer I'm going to give you guys, Joe. So it held up at Computex.
So definitely can't answer that one for you. Obviously, Case King, if they're watching, or anyone on Case King's watching, obviously, if you can comment on that one. Obviously, we've got Sanjay saying, he's from TechPoint, he's obviously saying looking forward to next Friday. TechPoint will also be exhibiting at the event, so if you're looking for any of their type of stuff, well, they're going to be there as well. And I must admit, they usually have some interesting items on their stall, don't they? I keep calling it a stall. It's more of an exhibition spot, should I say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There we go. If I get it right, I'm probably going to offend someone by the end
We're
of the
we're
show.
so used to going to things like this ourselves, and they call them stalls.
Yeah,
And so that's why we call it a stall, but actually it's an exhibition spot.
that's it.
So
Right, let's go through the website again, guys. If you've got any questions, fire them over. As I go through the website, just show you all the new exhibitors and all the different bits and bobs, what's been listed on there. Just bear in mind that I was going to say something now. Oh, yeah, the chat will not be shown on the actual main video feed, but we can still see it afterwards. We'll go back through it. There we
yeah,
go. It's been a long day, hasn't it, Jen?
it has. It's really been a
It's
long
been a
day.
long-
I've
it's been a long
had
week.
to deal with a Labrador puppy, Phil, and emails and you guys and no offense.
Yeah. Well, you only just came off the phone half an hour ago with
Yeah,
a certain
yeah.
distributor sorting things out. So that gives you an idea how much is
But
still
on
lurking.
the upside, she thought enough to take care of things before she went on holiday.
Yeah, that's good.
That is
So
always
it was all sorted.
yeah.
So let's have a look then. So let's quickly have a look at the website then. So let's go over here. So okay, so you got the website on here as it says on there. 7 days, 14 hours until the doors open. It's on the 21st of June. It's in Sheffield, Rotherham. It's actually classed as Rotherham, but it's right on the border and it's next to Meadowhall and the Sheffield turnoff. So gives you a rough idea. You got some pictures there. More information about the event. You all know what this is, videos and so forth, testimonies. We've got a good number of influencers coming to the event. Gadget Joe's one of them. You've seen in the chat. Some new ones what have signed up just in the last few days. We've got AML Custom PCs. And we've got KP Modding as well. So make sure you check them out.
Well, that's new since I've even had a look.
Exactly. It's been trying to keep up with everything over the last few days. It's been a little bit crazy.
Give you a cookie for being on top of that.
That's it.
I needed the help. No, seriously. I tried to float this boat all year by myself, but if it wasn't for Phil, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'd have done without him. He's been a little star.
I'll try my best. Right, let's go on to the sponsors then. So the main sponsors of the event and are taking up a central spot at the actual event is Case King UK in association with Streamplify, Ducky, Funder X3 and Aerocool. Aerocool's also going to be supplying the lunch for everyone who's got lunch tickets. Thank you, Aerocool. We've got the awards sponsor, which is Strong. So they're obviously sponsoring the awards. So thank you to them for sponsoring that and making it possible. This because of that, we can supply awards, give you all the awards, and we're able to have the evening section of the event. On top of that, for the evening, so everyone who's got evening tickets, Azus, or some people call it Asus, are sponsoring the drinks. So every time you have a beer or a Guinness, if your name's Dan, you need to shout out "We love Asus" or Azus. That's the catch.
That's right.
You agree? Yeah. Okay. So,
or to Asus. Cheers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what do you think of Azus? Okay.
You know, that'll be a real fun one because Dan and I can have a competition to see who has the most Guinnesses without collapsing. And we have to each say to Asus without slurring our words.
Yeah, okay. We'll see about that one.
That's going to be good.
So, digital sponsor is Yama. So, Yama obviously makes screens and so forth. They're also supplying a few screens for us, including the one in the main talk area. It's a big 86-inch screen.
It's a honey of a screen.
And they've also supplied a few which are sort of like in portrait mode, which is going to have the map and the list of where everyone is. So, it makes it all better than those printed out A boards we had the last couple of years.
They served their purpose.
They did the job.
They served their purpose, but yeah, onward and upward.
So throughout the night, you're going to have, or throughout the day, should have said, MZ Soft around your neck because they're sponsoring the lanyards. And we've also got PAX 8, who are a gold sponsor. All the sponsors help promote the event and actually get the event up and running. without the sponsors, there simply would not be an event, because
That's
all the
right.
money from the sponsors goes directly back into the event one way or another.
This is
So
true.
that's definitely good. So
These events, you might think, oh, they can't be that much to put on, but the renting of the venue is one thing, and then you've got to feed everybody twice and give them drinks, and
yeah,
it all adds
it all
up.
ups.
I thought to put it on would cost maybe just a fraction more than what my wedding was, and I was sorely, sorely mistaken, even on the first one. So,
Yeah, exactly. Right, let's go through who's on the exhibition. I'm going to start at the bottom first rather than the top. So these are the newest ones have signed up. So anyone who's interested who's signed up, the newest ones are CI Distribution. As you can see there, they do rugged tablets, notebooks, high-res screens, and so forth. We've got End Game Gear. On top of that, we've got Thunder X3, Ducky, Streamplify, Moser, I think it's pronounced, Racing, Nitro Concepts, Haven, which is a brand new brand, and I must admit, what I've
yes,
seen of their computer cases,
they are nice.
damn,
They are
yeah,
sexy.
definitely. CoLink or CoiLink, depending again how you want to pronounce them. Fantex, Lian Li, APNX, Endify, again another new brand around. We've got a new distributor, first time at this show, Mentor Distribution UK. They do a lot of bits and bobs. Especially, I've noticed they do a lot of Iama screens and products like that. So that's nice.
Yeah.
We've got Republic of Gamers and Azus. They are there, as well as the Cooler Masters themselves. They will be at the event. We've got Vida, Akasa. We're just awaiting their information and logo, as you can see there. Deep Cool as well. And again, this is all stuff what's signed up pretty much in the last week or has been finalised. We've got Raid Sonic, Gamers Beat Cancer's the official charity at the event. Terra, Key Sonic, Icy Box, Keyboard Specialists, also known as KBS. We've got Gigabyte and their gaming brand Aorus. We've got Digi4U, Bose Computers, Eurosoft, MSI, HCI Distribution, Cables Direct Limited, Apacer, MP, that's Mobile Pixels. We've got Pluggable, NZXT, QNAP, Samsung. God, you know when you've been talking too long and you can't say Samsung correctly.
Samsung,
Samsung
Draytech.
Draytech. Here we go. The list is getting a bit long. We've got Cloud Dolphin there, Business Bollocks, CMS Distribution.
I wanted to say that.
Yeah, but we got Hammond and Co., which is the accountant, Iyama, TP Link, Surefire and Verbatrim, Pax8, Techware, and we're still not done. Pixel,
Marvo.
Prevo, Marvo, Logix, Target PC Build Services, Lexar. So there you go, Russell. I've said your name again. OCPC, Lindy, Arctic, Thermaltake, Inno3D, Norton, ISL Online, MZSoft, ALM Wholesale, VIP Computers, Recycle Your Tech, Urban Factory, Be Quiet, Seasonic, Origin, who are supplying that gaming PC, Kingston Technology, Bugs and Bytes Computing, Spire Technology, I think we're getting there, Aerocool, Case King UK, Strong, and TechPoint Distribution, East Anglian Data Recovery or EADR, and Replace Base. And that is the current list. I'm not going to rule out no one else.
In a pear tree.
I'm not going to rule out that anyone else won't be added to it. That more than likely that's going to be pretty much it.
I really sincerely hope that that's the end of the road, because
just bear in mind as well, though, some of the distributors will be bringing products from other brands as well, which aren't listed. So there will actually be more brands there than listed. For example, I know VIP, they've got 2 or 3 exhibition areas, and they haven't submitted what they're actually bringing to it. So they said it's their own stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, I was told, and this is almost a direct quote, we're not bringing brands, we're bringing VIP. And
So we'll see.
so that either means that there's going to be a pile of VIP coffee mugs, or they're going to select what they want and bring it from the warehouse.
I'm not sure. We'll soon find
So-
out. They'll probably do a selection of things like they usually do. I think they had Microsoft 1 year with Razer, and who was the other one? Oh, I think MSI joined them, didn't they? Was it MSI? Corsair? I can't remember now.
I don't remember.
But there we go. So that's basically who's on the show. So they're the ones on there. The agenda for the day: the show starts at 10 a.m. on the 21st of June. Lunch is between 12 and 2. It's buffet style. You can see there it's basically sandwiches, chips, salad, and cakes. And again, it's basically go when you want. Obviously, don't all rush at 12 o'clock. You can spread it out between 12 and 4.
Yeah.
12 and 2, sorry. At 4:30, we're going to have competitions. So that's basically, we just do a raffle for all the prizes, what the exhibitors have all been asked to bring. Bear in mind, I said some of them will be doing them on the stands, like the case, what you can see on the screen there. That's supplied by Origin, but a lot of the stuff will be supplied, and we'll be doing basically a raffle at 4:30 in room 6, which is where we do all the talks. And if anyone's got any questions or anything like that while we're waiting for the evening meal and so forth, for the people who have got tickets, then we'll do a Q&A for anyone as well. So if you want to know any secrets or ideas, or you just want to talk about, I don't know, a distributor for whatever reason, then you can. You've got time to do that. Then 6 o'clock, we've got the evening meal, which should hopefully be 6 o'clock prompt this year. And that'll be followed by the awards, which we're estimating will be about 7:30. That'll go on for about an hour. During the evening meal till 10 o'clock, we have got a free bar. Again, this is for evening ticket holders only. The dress code is come as you are. No need to dress up. So basically, what we're saying is if you've been there in the day, you don't need to go away, change into a tuxedo or a suit or anything daft like that. We're not a posh event, let's put it that way. Obviously, don't come dressed like a tramp.
If it would make your mother cry, don't wear it.
Yeah, exactly. So just wear something comfortable. You're going to be fine at a trade show all day. If you want to bring branded shirts, T-shirts, stuff like that. If you want to come in a suit, you can.
Yeah.
It's really up to you. The menu for the evening is buffet style. It's similar to last year. So it's barbecue spiced chicken wings, Cajun spicy pork belly, smoked pulled beef. Where are we? Okay, my screen's gone
Okay, it's buffet style, barbecue spiced chicken wings, Cajun spiced pork belly, smoked pulled beef, aubergine with courgette skewers, tomato, oregano, and red onion salad, buttered corn on the cob glazed with sesame seeds, twice cooked chips, pink coleslaw, and move the mouse so I can see.
Oh, there we go.
A selection of chef choice mini desserts.
There we go. So screen's back on now. See what we're doing. And that's followed by casino entertainment. Again, evening ticket holders only. So you want to take part in the casino. I think it's like roulette and blackjack, was it? We've got set up or something along that lines.
That's what was asked for, was roulette and blackjack, but you never know. They said they'd bring whatever
they can. Yeah, that's fine. So, and we've got talks as well. So we've got Kit Guru on there. So Kit Guru, you've probably heard of Kit Guru. They do a lot of, obviously, YouTube stuff as well. They've got their own website. They're actually quite big. They do a lot more than YouTube, if you didn't realise. They've done like a hardware purchase intention survey, which basically showing people what people are actually buying at the moment. You may think everyone's suddenly going out and buying a top-end CPU, but they'll probably tell you, oh no, the actual most common one most people are wanting or affording is an i3 or whatever it may be. So it gives you a rough idea what you should be stocking or at least aiming at, so which is pretty good. I'm going to say the guys there, Andreas, is absolutely brilliant. He definitely knows his stuff. We've also got Business Bollocks there. That's Emma. She's going to basically talk to you about marketing for your business. We've got Hammond & Co. Accountants, which are obviously going to be talking about accountancy. They're our personal accountants, well,
Yes.
personal and business accountants. So they're going to be talk you through, obviously, all your different things from do you need to be VAT registered or not? Should you be a sole trader or a limited company? They're also going to be exhibiting as well, same as Business Bollocks. So if you've got any direct questions for them, you can ask them at their exhibition spots.
And Mark is a very, very nice guy. If you don't understand something, he's always glad to talk to you about it. I know my question for him was, what is the reason I should be VAT registered versus sole trader? And without batting an eye, he was able to give me 1,001 reasons that I understood without the jargon and everything. And yeah, so
why should be limited and not sole trader? Yeah,
I was talking about VAT registered.
Oh, VAT registered
even
or
at the
not,
time, but yeah, that too. So I challenge you to be able to throw a question his way, and that he doesn't know the answer to.
Exactly. Definitely worthwhile talking to. We've also got the Tech Roundtable. The panelists will be myself. I'll be more hosting it than anything, but we'll also have Will Murr from Consumer Tech, Ken Mosley from Canny Clever, IT Services, I think it is. We've got Mark Dennis from Rayleigh Computer Shop, RCS, and Richard Creedy from Great Computer Services. Obviously, we're going to be asking the room to participate as well. We're going to be talking about ideas, obviously, how to make money, how to get more customers, basically make your business better. We're going to be talking about that in a roundtable style. Don't get me wrong, there isn't an actual round table in there, but it's basically we go around the room. We've also got Battle of the Distributors on as well. Not as dramatic as it probably sounds, but still, it's basically a lot of people think of it as they're battling each other. They're actually battling more likely the places like Amazon and your online retailers and stuff like that. So a lot of the times these distributors do actually work together when they're out of stock. They sometimes buy stock from each other or drop ship and stuff like that. So you'd be surprised. And a lot of people who work for one have worked for multiple of them. We've got Mike Botto from Spire Technology. We've got, it didn't update again. I'm going to have to see why that's not updating. But who was it from VIP again?
Evans. What was his first name?
Mark?
I thought it was
Dave Evans. Dave Evans, that's it. Get his name right. I'll see why that keeps not updating. We've also got Michael Lawrence as well from Target Components, and we've also got two more, which we're still waiting for confirmations of who and definites on that one. So that's the talk. Venue, as you've probably seen already, is Magna, big, massive steelworks, absolutely huge place. The big hall is where the exhibition is, which is the big room at the top right. It's about 100-ish meters, a bit more long, about 20, 30, well, more than 20, about 30, 40 meters wide. It's absolutely huge.
And it's going to be heaving with distributors and vendors all the way from one end of the other to the other and around. So, it's going to be interesting is all I can say.
That's it. So I'll put a map up so it gives you a rough idea of the actual big hall. So as you can see there, that's the layout. Last year, we only used up to probably where the right island is. So where it says 38, 39, 40 and 94. So that's sort of where we went up to last year. So we've extended it even more this year, as well as added a few more extra stands in on the left and on the back left as well. So there's quite a few, and there's also some more stands at the bottom. Stands, exhibition slots, whatever.
Where you see the green circles, that's a little area where you can take and have a tea or something and relax.
Yeah. There is a bar in that area. If you see the big black block, that's the reception. The bar's just to the left of that. So if you want to order yourself teas, coffees, beers, or whatever throughout the day, you can do. There's also a water fountain, bottle dispensary thing there if you're wanting water as well. So that is all there. There's also a corridor just to the south, just below the reception. To the right slightly, quite a big corridor, which will also have more seating and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
On to hotels. So if you haven't booked hotels already, there are hotels in the area. The biggest one is probably, or the most common one, a lot of people are using as either Premier Inn or Leonardo's Hotel, which used to be Jury's Inn. We do have a 15% discount on the website for that as well.
And if you don't know where Premier Inn is, if you know where Meadowhall is, you can't miss that. It's almost directly across the street from Meadowhall, adjacent to TGI Fridays. So it's a really decent place to be. You know where you are with Premier Inn, pretty much. They all are uniform and dressed alike, usually clean places to be. So yeah, that's an ideal spot. It's just down the road from Magna.
Yeah, it's actually a good spot. It's pretty much 5 minutes as well. There's information on the website as well if you want to take a bus, taxis, stuff like that, train even, because it's slap bang between Rotherham and Sheffield, next to Meadowhall, so it's right on a main bus route between the two cities.
Yeah, I call that area Rotherfield.
Yeah. So there we go. There's a section on the website about exhibiting at TechMax. Obviously, you don't need to do that because, well, it's a little bit late now. So I'm not saying we won't accept anyone, but you've really got to get on the ball tomorrow and pay tomorrow if you are wanted to exhibit.
It would have to be money in the bank tomorrow.
We would be squeezing them in if we did. Right. Okay. Let's go back to the chat. So let's go back to where we was. So here we go. We did the soft drinks question. So Gadget Joe. Okay, there we go. So we've got Gadget Joe talking about.
I've been keeping my eye on your sub count, waiting for the big 100K. Well, I hope that we hit it tonight, but it might be tomorrow, might be the next day. But as long as we get there, that's what makes me happy.
Knowing my luck, I'll get up in the morning. It'll be 99,999 or something like that. So, but there we go.
Go ahead. Sorry. You skipped one.
Okay, we've got Russell, who we've already spoke to.
Okay. All right. You're really bothering me.
Yeah, sorry. The things are not updating as quick as they should be. So.
Okay. Good evening, Carl Woods. How are you? Gadget Joe says one big question regarding Drive Sims setup. Oh, this
as I said,
why
we've
is it,
done that.
Why is it bouncing around?
It's mixed up the chat on there. So and that was his reply to it. We never got around to that.
Oh, okay. I'm just kidding around. I like to make companies sweat when I say I'm going to thoroughly weight test some of the products. I like it. That's pretty good.
There we go. Got Rich Creedy.
I think Stalls is compatible for the individual spots. I don't know. I like to give it a more posh sound. It's the hyacinth in me.
Yeah, you snob. There we go. We got Dan.
I'm not sure Michael would approve, Jenny.
About your drink, getting him drunk. He's obviously one of his staff.
Well, Michael can just go over and have his own drink and play in his playpen. We'll play in ours.
There we go. All right, so we've got PC Guy.
Good evening, all. Running late. Well, that's Richard Creedy's job. You're not supposed to run late. That's Richard Creedy's job, is to be late.
And Richard Creedy says,
I was actually on time for once. In fact, I was early.
We've got, I'm guessing this is Ken.
Hello there to Ken, Prince, and Duke at Candy Clever IT. How are you guys tonight?
There we go. He says it isn't sunny right now, but there we go. And
Richard Creedy, persistently raining here. Yeah, that's the way it is in good old Derbyshire. It hasn't stopped raining in 15 years, I don't think, since I've been here. So,
PC Gary is asking, that's a good question, is there a disco?
If you want there to be, you need to contact Russell at Lexar, and he can arrange for that, is my answer.
There we go. So yeah, basically the way we're setting this event up, because we had a lot of people after the first event, everyone wanted entertainment. Then we got entertainment last year, and it was too loud for everyone to have too much entertainment. So the way we've
They
done it,
wanted to network, and it was too loud.
yeah,
And I was okay, it was loud, but her name in her defense was Little Girl Big Voice,
yeah,
and she sung great.
hmm
She did a outstanding job on the singing side. But yeah, people were saying I wanted to network, so I said, well, I can't satisfy everyone. So this year, the entertainment is in a quiet corner on its own, casino games. And then for those that want to network, they can do so in the area where we had our meal and everything. So,
yeah. So it should be ideal for everyone. So we got Andy saying,
good evening from Andy at Back to the Office. We're looking forward to next week. I am too, Andy, in more ways than one. I'm ready to get this out there and see what feedback we get and get going with it. Yeah.
there we go. And we got Ken again.
Looking forward to Tech Max playing to exhibit next year. Ooh.
It'll be an interesting one, depending on what he's doing. So there we go. You never know; we might exhibit ourselves next year. Yeah, that got you confused, didn't it? There
I'll
we
let
go.
Bond be in charge of that style there. I'll let Bond be the recruiter for Tech Max and Tech Protects and all that.
That's it. And Gadget Joe says,
I don't know if I'm showing my age here, but I remember summers when they were actually sunny and warm. I can one up you. I remember when summers were so boiling hot that you would cry to go outside and play with your friends, and then you would cry to come back in the house because your mother had the AC on and it was lovely and cool in there, and she wouldn't let you in because you were too aggravating and everything.
yeah, but you lived in Alabama, which is a little bit different than, well, England.
Can you remember a time that you actually slid down a sliding board and it was so hot you got third-degree burns?
No, and I'm glad. There
Okay.
we go. so yeah, I'm gonna say I know when I've been over to see you at Christmas before we got married, it was like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was quite warm. There we go. Right. Okay. So Russell saying, let's network, then party. Lexon knows as a party zone. Just bring your voice.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely. Well said, Russell.
That's it. Right, guys, it's pretty much close to the end of the show. If you've got any questions, anything you need to know, something we haven't covered, I'm pretty sure we've covered most things, if not everything. Feel free to ask. You've got a couple of minutes until we read Gadget Joe's post and have a quick
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, Gadget Joe says, I hope you two are planning a nice little holiday break after this is finished and over. We have a planned holiday to get away and take Bond to the seaside for the first time. He's never seen the seaside, so we're going to take him away on a little holiday. And I'm going to try and squeeze a little money out of Phil to take me on an anniversary break next month. So
Yeah, our 15th anniversary. There we
yeah.
go. But there we go. So that's
Can
coming
you
up. So,
imagine it? He's put up with me for 15 years and likewise.
mhm.
Wow. All I can say is there's an angel sitting on each of our shoulders
All I'm
protecting
gonna
the
say is,
other.
well, it's been a long time. No, I'm kidding. It's been my privilege.
Oh, and
So
mine.
there we go. Right, let's not get soppy on the show. We don't
Yeah,
want to
I
scare everyone
know.
off.
That was enough. Good enough.
There we go. My nice little holiday after the event will be Sunday. I might have half an hour off on the Sunday.
Yeah, because he's celebrating his first Father's Day this weekend. Bond sent him a little gift in advance and gave him a card and some a selection of Jack Daniels, and a drinking glass. So he's going to be celebrating on a high note, you might say, on
Mhm.
Sunday.
That's it. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at the last few questions. So the PT guy says absolute Russ for the partying. I reckon that is. We've got Ken saying,
We have a group of work experience kids coming with us. Apologies to all exhibitors in advance. They will be picking your brains for career opportunities.
there we go.
That's fine by me. It shows they're enthusiastic.
That's it.
You know,
Which there's nothing wrong with that at all. And again,
Oh,
we don't mind as long as they're
no,
supervised and everything. Which generally, if they're the age group what you brought last year, then there shouldn't be
yeah,
an issue. So, right, and
and
last but not least, we've got
life sentences are shorter. It's been 12 years for me and my better half. Actually, the full story is we've been married 15 years. We've actually been together about 17 and a half.
obviously we knew each other
Yeah.
before we got married. So yeah,
Well, of course we did. I'm just, Jesus. No,
yeah,
seriously, I kidnapped him and said, "You're mine."
shotgun wedding. So there we go. So she'd bought wedding dress before she even let me give a chance to ask her dad.
No. We got married before that.
Well, if you class a game, yes.
We got married in game years ago, and that was a thing in Star Wars Galaxies was you could get married. And Phil here was the richest guy on the server, and he gave me half of his fortune, including limited edition vehicles in the game. And well, that was just awesome. So that's telling our age if we know about
Yeah.
Star Wars Galaxies right there.
It also tells
which predated WoW.
yeah.
So
It also tells everyone that Jen's a money digger because she wanted all the money.
I
But there we
did
go.
not ask for anything. I held a blaster to your head. Is
Wow.
all.
Yeah, and
Pictures to
Ian
prove.
is saying 59 years this year.
Wow,
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time.
that is a long time.
So and
That's scary.
Rich Creedy. Yeah, Rich Creedy says he and Tracy have been married since 2007 and together since 2001. So, also, guys, Rich Creedy's going to be at the event. So, if you do see him there, ask him about his film career. He's actually quite famous. There you go. I'll let him explain that one at the event. But there we go. There we go. And Gadget Joe says, "I'm not even the richest person in my office right now, and I'm on my own." There you go.
I think in our household, Bond is the richest. And the reason I say that, all of our pennies go to him. We go to the co-op and we get a scrimp on a bag of 50p crisps. And then Phil comes out and he's got toys and chew bones and goodies for Bond and making out like a bandit. And we've got 50p crisps.
Not so much now though, the toys and stuff because he's got plenty. But there we go. I think we've covered everything. So let's call it a night there, guys. So we're going to see you in just over a week's time. So on the Friday. So feel free to say hi if you don't know who Jen is. Well, you can see her on the screen here, but if you don't recognise her because she's normally got a microphone stuck in her face, she'll be on reception most of the time at the event, and I'll be running around like a headless chicken. So I used to say I'd be the tallest person at the event. Unfortunately,
Not true.
I'm probably going to be the third
Mark
or the
Dennis
fourth.
Or someone.
Yeah, Ben as well, and
Yeah.
who was the other one?
Was it Richard Towers' fault?
I think it might have been actually, yeah. But there you go. So, but I'm a tall person who will be at the event. So, but yeah, we go. Right, guys, we'll see you all next week. Probably won't have a show next Thursday. If we do anything, it'll be just a few clips from the actual venue of people setting the stands up and stuff like that.
Well, you'll run it yourself because I plan on going to bed early that night.
Well, you can.
Okay.
It won't be a live show. It'll just be like clips I'll be
right.
uploading. Okay. Right then, guys. See you all later. Can't wait till next week. It's been a year in coming, and it's going to be a fun one.
I hope everybody has a good time. I can't stress how much heartache, misery, blood, sweat, and tears was put into it by everybody who participated, not just us, our sponsors, and the vendors and distributors that'll be there. Um, Everybody that's participating, they know how much goes into it. So, really hope you guys have a good time.
That's it. See you, well, next week, guys. Cheers.